In this video, I'm going to share some of the decisions that you'll have to make in order to control the cost for the interior finishing of your custom home. Now, a lot of people come to us because of our experience and knowledge in the envelope of a home and building high performance homes, but we obviously have a lot of clients who bring us on from start to finish, so all the way through to the finishing touches of a home, and we have some amazing carpenters here at The Conscious Builder. However, I personally would never recommend that somebody put a lot of money into interior finishing if they haven't first put the money into the envelope of a home. And the reason for that is because the envelope is what you can't fix after without spending a whole lot of money and putting a whole lot of work into it. All of the stuff that you see on interior finishing, that's really makeup of a home. You can easily fix that, replace it down the road whenever you're ready to do that, whenever you want to upgrade it, styles change, and so forth. Similar to us humans, really easy to change the outward appearance, a little harder to change the inside. Now, although drywall isn't necessarily considered finishing, I do want to touch on drywall because it does affect how you finish other parts of your home. 1/2-inch drywall currently costs $16.43. 5/8 drywall currently costs $28.82, and 1/2-inch mold tough drywall currently costs $27.52 per sheet. These are all retail prices where we live, and these are the most common sheets used for construction. And those are 8-foot sheets. Obviously, you can get different lengths and so forth. Now, if you need extra soundproofing or plan on drywall in your garage or need to do fire rating, there's going to be changes in drywall and likely added costs because you're going to start with 1/2-inch drywall, standard drywall, and move up from there. On top of that, if you want specific finish details, you're going to pay more for label. Stipple ceilings are cheaper than flat ceilings. A level 4 finish is cheaper than a level 5 finish on your drywall. Level 4 is standard, but you may need a level 5 in some areas where you have larger windows and lots of sunlight if you want to minimize the imperfections that you see at a specific time of day. Drywall returns around windows will also add costs, and the reason why most builders do stipple ceilings, do a level 4 finish, and don't care much about soundproofing and do casing around windows and doors is because this is the most cost-effective thing to do. Painting is another big ticket item for your home, depending on your design and details and so forth. But everything from the height of your ceilings to the sheen of the paint to the amount of colors that you have or the intricacy of your trim or whether or not it's stain grade trim, these are all things that are going to affect the overall painting cost of your home. The type of paint you choose will also affect your cost. Any major brand will have a selection of entry-level, high-end, and premium paints to choose from. If we stick with retail paints that you typically see, the Behr Marquee line is about 15% more than the Ultra, and the Dynasty comes in at about 20% more than the Marquee. Be sure to check with your painter though. They will have their preferences on which paint they recommend and their reasons why. Labor-wise, anything that requires more labor will cost more. I already shared some examples, but don't be fooled by square footage pricing. A 500 square foot room with 8-foot ceilings and one color will be a lot less to paint than a 500 square foot room with 3 colors, 2 windows, and 10-foot ceilings. Next, let's chat about a couple of floor options. The most common one that we come across is engineered wood. That's typically what we install throughout the majority of the homes that we build. Now, within engineered wood, there are a lot of options, but generally speaking, if you go with a common wood species and you stick with a natural tone and you go with a narrow board, it will be more cost effective. Anything beyond that is going to increase the cost. For engineered wood, the lower the grade, the less layers and thickness you will have. The price will really range from about $3 per square foot to $16 per square foot, but can go even higher than that. If you get into extremely wide planks or exotic woods, you can see the price skyrocket fairly quickly. And yes, a wider board will cost less to install, but typically what you pay to get the wider board is not going to be offset by the savings in the installation costs. Tile is also common in bathrooms and entrances, and tile can have a even larger price range. It's really easy to get carried away with tiles and details, and this can add a lot of costs to projects if you're not careful. Not only on the supply, but also on the installation side. Tile installation is also much more than hardwood flooring where we live. Next, let's talk about interior doors. For the sake of this video though, I'm gonna stick with swing doors, or we call them pre-hung doors when you're ordering them. They come already on the door jamb, and I won't get into pocket doors or barn doors. A lot of those will cost even more than what we're discussing here today. As an example, you can find doors, pre-hung doors at places like Home Depot, but they will typically be lower quality than finding a good local supplier. On the lower end, you have hollow core doors. A standard 30-inch wide by 80-inch tall door is $211. A solid core door jumps to $364. Solid core doors are great for sound and they just feel good to operate, but they do come at a cost. Beyond the standard size doors, you likely won't find them at a store like Home Depot. So if you have 9-foot ceilings in your home, you likely don't want 80-inch doors. You may go for 84-inch or 96-inch doors with a specific profile. Or maybe you want stain grade solid wood doors. The price continues to rise and can easily get to 5 times the price of the standard door that we started with. Interior trim is next on the list. That will cover casing, so that goes around your windows and doors, baseboard, shoe molding, crown molding, and really anything else that you want installed as trim work on top of your walls. Pre-primed MDF is going to be your most affordable option for trim work. MDF stands for medium density fiberboard and is made up of fine particles of hardwood and softwood mixed with wax and a binding agent. It's not ideal for humid rooms or climates though, so be careful where you use this. To give you an idea of price ranges, this 3¼ inch MDF prime baseboard is going for 57 cents per linear foot. The same size in poplar, which is really a cheap hardwood, which is also primed, but it comes as finger jointed, costs $2.68. So almost 5 times the cost to go to solid wood. Like anything else in the home, it's easy to get carried away with trim work. The more trim work you have, the longer it will take. If you want stain grade trim work, that will be significantly more work because you can't use caulking, so all the joints need to be done perfectly, which adds significantly more time to the carpenters. That will also add labor to the painting crew, so be aware of that as well. We share some more specific finishing details on some of our previous videos, and sometimes you need custom work done like this faux beam install, this entrance foyer, and this exterior retrofit. It's hard to get away from custom woodwork when you get into renovations of older homes. Now, we didn't even get into cabinetry work yet, or counters, or stairs, or railings, or shower doors, or anything else that you want to have custom made for your home. But keep in mind, there is a wide range of prices for everything. I've been involved with kitchens that cost $20,000, and I've been involved with kitchens that cost $120,000, and it was a smaller kitchen. So there is a lot of details to consider, a lot of decisions to make, and a lot of options to choose from. Now I have something for the construction business owners out there. I know how much time can be spent trying to find and then recruit and then retain good talent out there. Luckily, we've put a ton of time into this and we figured out what works and what doesn't work, and we want to share this process with you. The team and I have created the ultimate hiring handbook just for you. We've outlined the step-by-step process we use, shared the lessons we've learned around qualifying, recruiting, and keeping great employees, and included insights that will help you answer important questions like, should I use a recruiter? Or what should my onboarding process look like? We've even given you the interview questions and downloadable checklists you need to walk you all the way through the interview process so you can find the right people more easily and spend more time focused on growing your construction business. Take the guesswork out of hiring by getting the tool that keeps it simple and walks you through the entire process. Head to ConsciousBuilderAcademy.com to get the ultimate hiring handbook. You will be very glad that you did. Until next time, I'm Casey Gray, and remember to live consciously.